Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Maybe we could have a heart-to-heart talk with Mother Nature.
Mother Nature!
Mother Nature's Secret, a charming vegan tale by Hailey-Moss, Part 2 of 6. Continue watching to find out more.
Hi there, loving viewers. I'm V from Blessed Ao Lac, also known as Vietnam. The diligent Alexis or Vietnamese people cherish such kind-hearted friends as you and wish you abundant inspiration and bliss. Welcome to part 2 of a 6-part series entitled Mother Nature's Secret, a charming vegan tale by Hailey-Moss. Acclaimed American actress, author, and humanitarian Hailey-Moss began her career in the early 1960s as a stage actress in Shakespearean festivals. By the mid-60s, she had settled in New York. She immersed herself in the city's innovative theater scenes, performing on Broadway and in numerous avant-garde productions, as well as several major motion pictures. Through her acting, Hailey-Moss nurtured and spoke to people's emotional and psychological needs. A growing urge to pursue a more spiritual lifestyle and serve humanity inspired her to become a psychotherapist. She also felt great compassion for animals and spent time rehabilitating injured birds in the city. In 1993, Marian's spiritual search culminated when she received initiation into the Kuan Yin method from Supreme Master Ching Hai. She currently lives, works, and practices the Kuan Yin method in Manhattan with her 3 precious rescue kitties, Peaky, Audie, Eddie, and her loving foster cat, Krista. Together with Parisian artist Mark Chalvin, Hailey-Moss has also published 11 children's books and 3 coloring books about the animals. Most recently, they released Mother Nature's Secret, which Marian co-wrote with Chris Stover. We are privileged to have her with us today as she tells us about the story that inspired her very first book, A Dog Named Randall. It all began when Marian brought a pigeon to someone in the east side of Manhattan who had an arbor for rescued pigeons.
And she told me this story of she and her friend rescued a chow, an abandoned chow on Randall's Island. And she told me the whole story. And she said she wished someone would write it up. So I hadn't written very much, so I wrote it up, and somebody said, well, that's not for children, it's about adults. So I went to a class and I wrote, and then I contacted a veterinarian's husband who was an editor, and finally we came up with Randall. Mark Wilk co-authored it with me.
Marian expresses her gratitude to her friends and family for their support and helping her convey her messages to readers in a digestible fashion.
I used to say in the drafts, stop eating animals and be kind to animals. And so when I would read it to my friends, they said, Marian, that's a little harsh, You can't tell people what to do. You have to kind of suggest it. So then some of my friends became my editors, like Chris Stover. When I would read the drafts to him, he would say, well, can't you soften it a little here and a little there? and he ends up editing it, and he makes it much better, much softer. And what I'm really trying to say in these books is animals are wonderful, and we have to respect them. I'm sorry, it really touches me.
Meanwhile, the rescued pigeon who Marion had brought to the east side inspired her to write another book called A Palace for Peepers.
The porter in our building called me up, and he found this little bird in the garden below. And that's the bird that I took over to the east side and went to the arbor and was safe. And so I wrote a book about peepers. We called it Peepers. And I called my sister-in-law and read it to her. She said, Marion, you can't just say, let birds be in their element. And so she softened it and made it flow. And it was very exciting to write with my sister-in-law. The little bird was so dear. In this story, the bird flies away, and that's where he belongs, is in the sky, free.
It's now time to go feed the cows and thank them for their unconditional love. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Mother Nature's Secret, a charming vegan tale by Marion Hailey-Moss, Part 2 of 6. Last week, we read the first chapter of this charming book. We met a young boy, Owen, who is visiting his uncle's farm with his new rescue dog, Dudley. Owen and Dudley are upset to learn of the truck that takes the farm animals away, never to return. What will they do about it? Let's find out now as we continue with the second chapter of Mother Nature's Secret, a charming vegan tale.
Bright and early the next morning, Cornelia was having her breakfast of oats and barley. She was about to set out for pasture when she heard,
Cornelia!
Owen and Dudley came running toward her.
We were up most of the night. We decided we would have a heart-to-heart talk with Uncle Frank soon.
Cornelia told them an idea also came to her the night before, after looking at the stars.
Maybe we could have a heart-to-heart talk with Mother Nature.
Mother Nature!
His little legs quivered with excitement.
Great idea!
We'll go right to the source. She'll know what to do. But how do we find her?
That was the big question. They would have to go looking for her. And they would also have to be back before sundown. That was when Farmer Frank would return from selling at the market in town.
We've got to try to find her, not only for Cornelia, but for them.
Many of the barnyard animals had been listening in to their conversation.
Can I come with you, Cornelia?
Oh, Cornelia kindly told her to stay and watch the farm while they were gone. She promised they would be back with news before Lily could bleat.
Bah, bah, bah.
Cornelia, Owen, and Dudley walked to the pasture gate. Gus the goat opened the latch with his horns. The three friends stepped into the big field with trees and hills in the distance. Should they go right? Should they go left? They took a deep breath and went straight ahead. They were on their way to find Mother Nature and a bright future for Cornelia and all the farm animals.
Well, this is quite an adventure. It's a big world out here. We don't even know what Mother Nature looks like, but I'm sure we'll know her when we see her.
A steep hill loomed ahead of them. It was a beautiful day for a hike, perhaps a little too warm, but they couldn't complain. They hoped that Mother Nature would hear them talking, or hear the cowbell around Cornelia's neck, and maybe she'd be kind enough to show herself to them.
Woo! This goes on forever.
Just as they were nearing the top, the hill seemed to grow higher. Was the noonday sun playing tricks on their imagination? Oh, finally, they reached the top. They looked down over the big expanse of countryside.
Oh, look at all those beautiful trees.
Yes, there's something magical about them.
It was mid-afternoon, but they continued walking and soon came to a beautiful meadow. Nearby was a little pond.
Let's sit here for a bit.
He gazed at the water and a feeling of quiet joy came over him.
Do you feel like I do? That she's all around us, but we can't see any definite shape?
Yes, yes.
Okay, then let's rest for a while under the shade of this tree.
Within a minute or so, they were fast asleep.
Will Cornelia, Owen, and Dudley be able to talk to Mother Nature and ask for her help? And if so, what will be her answer? We'll find out in part 3 of this loving tale when we continue to follow the adventures of Cornelia, Owen, and Dudley and their farmyard friends. For more information on Marion Hailey-Moss and her books, please visit marionhaileymoss.com. Thank you, cherished viewers, for your pleasant company on today's show. Join us again on Wednesday, May 15th for part 3 of Mother Nature's Secret, a charming vegan tale by Marion Hailey-Moss. Coming up next is The Bright Future of Solar Energy, interview with Professor Martin Green, part 3 of 3, right after noteworthy news here on Supreme Master Television. May heaven's grace light your path to spiritual upliftment every step of the way.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/UL.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/UL.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule e suprememastertv.com/UL.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में। कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule और suprememastertv.com/UL。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule 和 suprememastertv.com/UL。
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-schedule dan suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-UL.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/UL.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule и suprememastertv.com/UL.
저희 방송은 다양한 언어를 제공합니다. 다음을 참고하세요. suprememastertv.com/schedule 그리고 suprememastertv.com/UL